Hey there, welcome back to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today we are discussing the new Glorious Sons album, A War on Everything. This is the third studio album from the Canadian rock band of Kingston, Ontario. I am so happy to be talking about this record today because this is from an artist I've been fortunate enough to see grow and evolve since their 2013 EP, Shapeless Art. The Glorious Sons are just one of those bands for me that I discovered on my own, and sometimes that can be a game changer for how you listen to an artist's music once they reach that higher level of fame. Not to take credit or ownership over their discovery, but you just start to see your opinion change based on their appeal to the masses. And with the Glorious Sons, I would say they've only gotten stronger with their growing fan base. I first heard their music on the radio with Mama and White Noise towards the beginning of the 2010s. I didn't think that they would actually amount to much after those two songs, but then they proved me wrong with their 2017 record, Young Beauties and Fools. That album went on to win a Juno for Rock Album of the Year, and it started to turn some heads and capture the hearts of many Canadians. And I guess the goal of this video, or what I'm trying to set out to do here, is to attract some international music fans because the Glorious Sons, they are heavily underrated. I would say they're one of the most promising rock bands in Canada at the moment. They've matched their level of fame alongside with the Arkells, and hopefully they continue their trajectory onwards and upwards towards a band like the Tragically Hip. One thing I absolutely love about the Glorious Sons, they know how to put on a show. They have electrifying performances. I was lucky enough to see them perform at Blues Fest 2019 in Ottawa, and I am looking forward to the tour that they're going on for this new album here coming up in 2020. About this fantastic album we got here, A War on Everything, we have Brett Emmons, the lead singer for this group. He's a fantastic vocalist. He comes through with some of his greatest performances yet. For example, we have a song on here called Lean On Me Love, which is a straightforward rock song. Simplicity at its finest. We have a simple chord structure. We have beautiful harmonies. It is catchy as all hell, and I love the exchanges between the lead vocalist and the backup singers. I love the yeah. Those vocals are thrown onto the chorus, and I love how this song keeps up its quality of catchiness for the verses as well. It's like the entire song is a chorus. That is something amazing and something to be proud of doing, because I can think of too many songs, too many alternative rock songs, especially over the past 5 years or so, that just are all about the chorus and they kind of forget about the verse, and they don't really care to write anything as catchy as the chorus because that's the only thing that matters to them, at least. But you know what? Verses matter to me too. Moving on from there, another great track on this Glorious Sons record is called The Ongoing Speculation into the Death of Rock and Roll, which is a long-ass title for such a short, kick-ass song. The title track has lots of infectious guitar strumming to remind me of an artist like J.S. Andara with something more rock-leaning. We have lots of gorgeous vocal phrasing, and it's just a laid-back tune that can't be skipped. Spirit to Break is an interesting cut on this album. I didn't think it was going to stick with me past the first listen, but we have memorable guitar riffs underneath the equally incredible vocal performance from Brett Emmons. The diversity and versatility, I would have to say, are the two strongest strengths on this record from Glorious Sons, though. I think of a track like A Funny Thing Happened, which is textbook noise rock, and it's layered with very catchy melodies. But the Glorious Sons' take on this subgenre is somehow blowing my mind after I thought I heard all of the great 90s noise rock bands. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't like it as the lead-off single. It just felt like they were doing something they already did before. But I've come around on it. I really do love this one now. After the first time I listened to it, I was so underwhelmed, but I'm glad to be enjoying it now when things matter in the context of the record. Just as much as I came around on Panic Attack, the song that really does push the envelope to make this album fantastic has got to be Pink Motel, without a doubt. This track, I can't say enough good things about it. It is a 70s piano ballad with one of the most entertaining rises in dynamics and showcasings of pure emotion I've heard in years. Such a satisfying climax to this album, and it really is made that much more enjoyable after you listen to every song before it, especially after the subtle hints of disappointment that we're getting from Brett Emmons. He throws on a track like One More Summer in a bit of a petty way. That one is a petty narrative for sure. It still is amazing. It's just that we swell towards this breaking point in Brett Emmons. He rips apart this woman. You can tell that he is being so genuine, so sincere, and he's so fed up. He's been heartbroken. It's plain and simple. But yeah, Pink Motel has got to be the perfect closer to any album this year. I don't see another song coming close to this. It is for sure in the running for my favorite song of 2019. It's just so emotional to hear someone so fed up with another person and how they can't appreciate a human being, you know? Like, he's just wishing for his woman to care less about the expensive toys, the cars, and just be there in the moment and appreciate who you can have as a friend or a lover. Pink Motel makes me bawl my eyes out. And yeah, there's another tearjerker on this album that I have to talk about. It's called The Laws of Love and War. It's just another track that we have to empathize with Brett. Even after the emotional peaks on this album, we get fantastic pacing to this record because we follow things up, like that track, The Laws of Love and War, with a pretty savage song, One More Summer. And yeah, overall, this record, diversity is its biggest strength, like I was saying. Whether it's the distorted guitars and screams on songs like Wild Eyes, or the softer acoustic strums to songs like The Laws of Love and War, or the title track, this album is the exemplary album of rock in 2019. I'd be hard-pressed to choose the better album between this and the last Glorious Sons record, Young Beauties and Fools. And yeah, that last record may have the stronger pop rock singles going for it, but both these projects are stacked with banger after banger, and this new album, I would say, has the slight edge with more emotional ballads. I'm feeling a very strong 9 out of 10. This is an easy must listen this year, and if you don't, I think you're crazy. Not actually, but please listen to this album. I implore you. The only moment on this record that spoils it as a perfect score for me comes on the track Kingdom in My Heart. And yeah, I'll get it out there right now. I could tell that they're trying to make this the big single for this album. You know, they're trying to make another Sawed-Off Shotgun or Everything Is Alright. They have those group chanted vocals that aren't that compelling. They actually get long in the tooth after the second chorus, in my opinion. The part of that song that does make up for it, I would say, is the bridge where we have these fantastically layered harmonies. But I shouldn't have to skip through the first 2 minutes to get there. Small negative aside, and it really is a small negative, A War on Everything from the Glorious Sons is easily one of my favorite records this year. It gets a very glowing review from me. I'm going to be faced with the hard task of ranking this album at the end of the year, I think. But yeah, at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if this album wins the Glorious Sons another Juno, and hopefully gets them more exposure to international audiences. I'm impressed with their trajectory. They struck while the iron was hot after that last record, and yeah, they came through with another solid one. 9 out of 10, just to reiterate that score. There's the review of the new Glorious Sons record. Sound off down below in the comments. Let me know what you think of this music. Did I praise it too much? Let me know. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new in town. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a rockin' day.